movies through the power of top 8 lists.
Join us each week as we clash against each other and our cinemaniacs in a movie battle royale like no other.
Each episode, special guests reveal their ultimate top 8 list. The real question is, whose picks will reign supreme?
Enter the firestorm of flicks, where every choice is a cinematic duel, and may the best list win.
Welcome back, everybody, to Top 8 Movies. We have another letter series. I still don't know what to call these films that begin with a letter. And obviously, in every single episode, we have the amazing Lee Morgan from Lights, Camera, Rant. I had a complete mind block then. Lee, welcome back. We're obviously making our way through the alphabet. It's been super fun. It's like you and me battling against each other, trying to get those sweet, sweet wins. Jess getting so close to taking a win as well. So it's been so fun so far. And yeah, how are you feeling about E? And how is everything as well?
It's going good, man. I'm glad to be back here. These have been so much fun, and we still have a long way to go with the rest of the list. But no, it's fun because it's like, it really makes you think on a whole. Like E, like D was that to me was easy, but when we got to E, I was like, crap. Like just trying to think off the top of my head. But no, and like especially for this one, we have nearly all three of us have very different lists, which is exciting.
Yeah, we have 22 lists 22 lists.
No.
22 films. So there's only been a few matches, so this is going to be amazing today. And that shows actually that there can't be hardly anything. There's loads. I had to go through this Wikipedia rabbit hole of like not thousands, but hundreds of E films. It took me ages, so I think that's why I picked out some stuff I'd be like, oh my god, do you remember that? Because I went through this dark sort of basement of lists to find
Dark web.
Dark web, yeah. So Jess, how are you feeling? Obviously we did the epic year 2000, the last episode. So obviously the last episode was a review show, but before that, everyone might have heard it. It was 11 lists, year 2000. Every single member of Top 8 Movies was involved in it. It was one intense show to film, a nightmare to edit, everybody. I hope you appreciated the final cut. But how do you feel about getting back on track and guessing?
Yes, I like the letters. It reminds me of a lot of movies that I've forgotten about because you're really digging for them. Because if you were to just sit there and you think like, what movie begins with E? I feel like we had a quiz on this once and we all drew blanks on letters. But then when you're actually like digging and looking, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that movie. I love that movie. Or oh, I totally forgot about that movie. I want to watch that movie. So it's a whole nother way to look at movies and search for movies. So I like the letters. It's a lot of fun, and I love having Leon as guest.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? It's kind of like when we do other genres, I'm starting to notice, we've been so long now that I'm noticing the same films quite a lot, and we're like struggling to pick a film that we can talk about in detail because we've already done it. Today's totally different. It's great. Like you said, it opens up things that we never get a chance. Like The Experiment, for example, everybody, that I'm going to mention today, that's never going to come up in a normal show. So I'm really excited about that. So a little spoiler alert. Ooh. Right, guys, let's jump in. So for everybody at home listening, this is how it works. Film must begin with E or the E. So those are allowed, which makes it a lot easier for us when doing the list.
So much easier.
So that is an official rule now, everyone. Exciting times. So like I said, you're going to get 22 unique movies here today and a few honorary mentions as well. So this is how it works. Lee is going to give us his list first. Then we're going to reflect on his list, and then I'm going to try and make his list better with my list, and likewise with Jess. And then you vote on Instagram for your favourite list if you're new to the show. Welcome. All right, Lee, let's set the tone for what E has in store for us in the world of cinema. So I'll hand over to you, and let's kick off.
All right, let's go. So I got at number 8. I've got Edward Scissorhands. That is, we've all seen that. One of Johnny Depp's best roles. Tim Burton at his peak during that time, and still, even though like it's such a fantasy movie, has such a sad ending. Like such towards the end, you're like, oh, all right. And then I've got Edge of Tomorrow as number 7, which I'm a big sci-fi guy, so anything to do with aliens, sci-fi, time travel, I'm like, boom, I'm in. And it's a darn shame because this movie was meant to get a sequel, but I don't think Tom Cruise wanted to come back for it or something like that, so the sequel is still currently up in the air. And number 6, I've got Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind. This is one of Jim Carrey's, I think, underrated roles in his film, and it's what's an old expression? Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind had to walk so Inception could run. Because this is a movie, it's basically going in his mind, removing his memories. So that really excited me as well. It's such a weird movie, but it's fantastically done. Number 6, I've got the Expendables, because we were all very excited for this very first ensemble movie of all the 80s action heroes. You don't need to watch 2 or 3 unless you really want to. But the first one was really good. First one, it was so exciting. The fact you had Sylvester Stallone, you had Bruce Willis, you had Arnie, you had Jason Statham. Such a big cast, and yes, they're old, but it was still a fun time. I got Alf. Who doesn't like Alf? That is like a Christmas movie staple that you watch every single year with Will Ferrell. Number 3, I've got Emperor's New Groove. Boom, baby! I remember seeing this in the theaters as a kid, and it's still one of these movies that I'm always happy to go back and rewatch because it's so funny. Jess, the Cronus Screwments, Tis well through a new deal on the sequel. So he did sign in the end. Tom Cruise will be coming back for The Edge of Tomorrow. And I think it would just be funny if they just re-released the film again, because then it would just be the same day again. Number two, I've got The Exorcist. As you know, that really, I'm not a big horror guy, but I do respect one of the horror films that really set the genre, set a tone, and what really did scare the shit out of everybody when it came out. Yes, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a TV show, all based on that, but you can't take what the very first one did. Very much like Alien. Like the very first Alien film did, just completely set that horror genre on its head and to scare everybody. And number 1, I've got E.T. Because who doesn't like a space? Who doesn't like cute aliens? And who doesn't like Steven Spielberg in his element?
The question is, who doesn't? I'm yet to find somebody who doesn't like
Yeah.
it. Even the next generation, my stepson and all his friends, they love E.T. too. So it's 2025 people. They love it.
Yeah.
Which is great. So I think, thanks, Lily. Brilliant. It's such a, Jesus, well, a mix of genres. And I'm not going anywhere near The Exorcist, as everybody would be aware. Thank you. Emperor's New Groove was heavily involved in the year 2000 episode we recently did. So that was really cool. So now I know, factually, that's year 2000. Elf, like you said, of course, I was like, oh, should I put it in or not? There's other things, my love for action, just take that away. Expendables, you're right, first one, boom, awesome, loved it. The latest one that I saw, horrific. On the boat, the one on the boat, oh my god. What the hell? What was the budget on that thing? It was terrible. So that was very sad. Even Statham was struggling in it, and I was like, Statham, get away from this. So that was sad. You know what I think about Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind? The word that comes to me is captivating. You know, it's one of those movies that pulls you in. It's the essence of captivation. You're like, whoa. I don't know. It's just like mystical and magical, but also like heartwarming and emotional and really like relatable as well with how we think of our lives and the sadness. It's an incredible movie. Edge of Tomorrow, completely underrated. I don't think it really has a cult following or a mainstream appeal. It's sort of got just stuck in a loop of Tom Cruisiness. But I think it's solid, man. Solid. Ned with Scissorhands. It was that era, wasn't it? A bit like E.T. where like it's epic, but I always have like harrowing memories as well, being like sad and a bit like freaked out from like the awkward darkness of it all. There's a lot of films in that era that were like that I remember nostalgically, you know. But yeah, it's amazing. Jess, what are you thinking about our list here?
I think probably the most diverse list out of all of ours. A little bit of everything. The Exorcist definitely gets that horror-y film. in there. And yeah, some true classics like E.T., Edward Scissorhands, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I tend to forget. And The Expendables, I vaguely remember seeing the first one. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But they've come out with 4, and I remember seeing one of the other 4 thinking like, oh, just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Stop while you're ahead. So probably like the first one. I haven't seen it in a long time. I'd have to go back and watch it. But I do like Elf. That one where I was like, he doesn't like Elf. He doesn't think it's funny.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
Yeah, put him over there. But yeah, no, I think a really good list. I've actually seen all the movies on your list, which is exciting because I haven't been saying that lately.
Yeah, we said the year 2000 episode, we were saying how many we'd seen, and I was like smashing it. I've seen all 8, seen 7, all 8. But you beat me, Jess. Congratulations. I've seen 7, so you've done it. You tipped me.
Winning.
But that, you know, in my defense, is not fair because horror's just way too scary and it's not my fault. So,
it's not mine either, but I get a lot of invites for horror movies. I'm like, yay.
Yeah, I guess those premieres would be a bit trickier to go to, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I'm the guy that jumps. The slightest movement.
Amazing. There you go. Look, everyone's got 6 stones. We've got Edward Scissorhands 8, Edge of Tomatoes. Oh my god, let's go Rotten Tomatoes. Edge of Tomorrow is the 7th. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind 6th. The Expendables 5th. Elf 4th. The Emperor's New Groove 3rd. The Exorcist 2. And E.T. number 1. So thank you, Lee, and I cannot wait to see you look at our list and go, damn. I'm hoping I'm going to do that. No, with mine.
Let's go.
Exciting news. We already have matches, but we have a match. I have Edge of Tomorrow in 7th as well. So we have a full-blown, straight-up link there. So that's really, really cool. So Edge of Tomorrow is my 7th as well. We do have 9, 10, and 11 and honorary mentions because we just cheat like that. But they're not on what lists. I'll do that at the end. So in 8th place, if anyone remembers this, Equilibrium. So that was a Christian Bale. I think it was like 2002 or 3 or something. So at the time, it was something like, oh my god, like the fight scenes and the sci-fi-ness of it all. And it was like psychologically weird. And it's like, this is cool. Oh, 2002. Cheers, Jess. I love that movie so much. So, curveball. Edge of Tomorrow 7th. Easy A. I want to get some comedy in here, but like a solid, well-scripted, well-performed, not too cheesy. Mean Girls is brilliant, obviously, but Easy A with Emma Stone's character made it a bit more edgy, a little bit more grounded, I guess, a bit more relatable even for me than Mean Girls would be. So Easy A is an incredible movie. This one is a bit different. So this is The Experiment. So this is 2010, which was a remake of the 2001 German Das Experiment, which was a film based on a real-life prison experiment where people apply and they get paid. Some will be prisoners, some will be guards, and they wanted to psychologically see what would happen to them. And both films are incredible. The first one particularly is brilliant. Yes, Jess, you'll have to read that film. I am so sorry. It is German after all. But Adrian Brody and Forrest Whitaker are in the 2010 one. So yeah, they're in a prison and it just all starts to unravel and it gets really violent and really psychologically messed up. It is just an amazing movie. No one knows about it. It makes me very sad. So that is The Experiment. In 4th, I have my boy, Chris Helmsworth in Extraction, the Netflix movie. So some people are like, oh, it's all right. I loved it. I love him. I love the story of it. I love the hardcore, basically from A to B, trying to save the character that he's with. I don't want to give too much away. And just some of the most amazing scenes. There's a long cut in there as well. They do quite a lot of that in the movie. There's a bit when they get into a truck. I can't remember if that was 1 or 2 now. When they get into the truck and he's driving, somehow that's all one take. Unbelievably incredible stuff.
I think it's the second.
I think it's the second one, isn't it? Yeah. And when he comes off the roof and then he's fighting in the street and then he gets to the car. That might be the first one, but they're both brilliant. I love Extractions in there. The Equalizer, but the Denzel has to be mentioned here today. Hit and miss maybe on some of the later ones, but the first one was solid. Up in that club in the upstairs room with